Hi guys. So today's read, the energy's kind of funky. The energy of the day is a little tense. A little tense. You can kind of feel the spiritual war tension in the air. Um, but today's read is about, I believe, somebody possibly a masculine or many masculines actually, because this is a collective read. My disclaimer part. Uh, Collective reads can be many people within a group of people who are all experiencing the same types of energies or the same types of challenges. Again, energies. Um, Good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't really matter. But the collective is human beings, and we are all kind of in groups of similar energies. And in those energies, you'll pick up, when doing reading, groups of energies. So if this does not resonate with you, it's probably not your group of energy. If it does, then it is probably your group of energy, and you may experience some of it as accurate and some of it as inaccurate, or you may experience all of it as accurate. Whichever is kind of up to you to decide if it's accurate or if it isn't. I believe this is a masculine energy, and it appears to be relationship oriented, and it it looks like I'm going to say this is a relationship that probably ended some time ago. Uh, and I think the person was expecting maybe their ex partner to rectify the situation or come back to them. They thought that the person that they were in a relationship with would correct it, would decide that, oh, they made a mistake, they wanted them back, one of those kinds of things. But that's not the case. This is, despite the fact that both of the beginning cards are cups, there is one other cup in this read. So it is very low on love. In fact, I would say it's probably not a love spread by the cards that are here, except for I can feel it is about love. I just don't think that the person who thinks they're in love realizes they're not in love. I'm not even completely sure they know what love is. But whoever these people are that think they're in love, they are actually very desperate to make their life more comfortable, particularly on a, well, actually, on all levels. They're they're looking at they're looking for some stability, some they're not looking for the love that they lost, because I don't know that they were actually in love. What they're looking for is the situation that they were in suited them. It was good for them. It was nurturing and loving and kind and compassionate, possibly, pretty stable. And they took that for granted. Um, they didn't do what they needed to do as far as their fair share. And now they're finding that they should have done that, but it's appearing like it's too late. I will pull cards on that part of it once I get done with this first part of it. Uh, this is financially motivated. It shows it in the intentions. They are not interested in being in a situation where they have to scrimp and save and not have any money. They are very focused on finances. They're very materialistic. They are very concerned with their own comfort, not necessarily the comfort of anybody around them, but they are very, very much financially motivated. And they have a big desire to not, they don't want to worry about money. They don't want to be in a position where they have to maybe get an extra job or cut expenses, or they don't want to have to do any of that kind of stuff. They want to um, they want to maintain their 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 level of security and comfort without having to do anything to do that. So I'm pretty sure that is the reason for the phone call. Could be an email, could be, it's not going to be face to face. It's not going to be, somebody knocking on your door and saying, hey, I miss you, I love you, let's get back together. It's going to be, it looks like it's probably from a distance. It's going to be not a big declaration of love. It's going to be a new love offer, but it's not really a new love offer. It's an old love offer. And it's going to be probably kind of weak. Not like what you would expect from I fucked up, I really miss you, I gotta be with you, blah, blah, blah. Um, so what they're hoping to do is in the future is alleviate their suffering. This is actually came up in the reverse, and this is mental anguish, sleepless nights, a lot of worry, a lot of stress, a lot of problems, and they want to eliminate that concern. So whatever the situation that they're in, it appears they are in a situation where finances are a bit of an issue. And they don't want to be in this. And it appears that the situation that they were in before, well, I'll pull on that in a minute if I remember. Anyway, the other thing is they're around some pretty nasty, dark. See how prominent this dark thing is right here? This is the High Priestess in reverse. This is somebody who, witch. This is a witch that practices black magic. This is somebody who does a lot of, get ahead kind of spells, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe they're not working very well. Like this person maybe at one time had a lot of abilities and they don't anymore. But this is a very dark, oh yeah. Yeah, Tower card came out. Yeah, this is somebody who is getting some serious, serious karma. Lack of energy, creative blocks, delays, stagnation, hesitation, bad news, losing motivation. Right now, this person is seriously in a tower. He, she, they, whoever. I'm getting the feeling it's a female. This person has realized that they don't have any abilities. They don't have any power. What they're doing is not effective and not working. And they're not happy. They are not happy at all. And, um, yeah, I don't know. I think probably, oh, you know, might not be this high priestess. Might be the person that the reading's about realizing who this high priestess is. Because they're looking at a declaration of love in the near future. So it's almost like they've decided that this high priestess is boring, ineffective, no fun, um, bad juju, like bad attitude, bad, like overly emotional, maybe. Not very balanced, which it's kind of hard when you're dealing with, dark energies to be balanced. Okay. And they're having the tower. I'm pretty sure it's them having the tower over the fact that they've got themselves in a situation that they don't freaking like. And they're really hoping that this little cup of love works because they want out. And they are, this person is focusing on some pretty creepy stuff, okay? Past stuff. Their environment, it kind of gives off a vibe of like they're thinking about past memories, but these past memories are kind of private. Not something that you would share with, the family. They're kind of not good. And all of this plan that they've, this little cup of love thing that they're planning on giving to this other person to try and get themselves out of a bad situation is all in an effort to avoid a painful, permanent ending for them. So basically, this person realizes they're in a very bad place. And maybe the people that they're hanging around with are not very good people. Although I can't swear that this other person is a good person either. They're looking a little suspect as well. But who knows? Okay, so the past. Let me see if I can get anything from the past. The past. Oh. Yeah. So the past was kind of boring for this person. Maybe this person has a desire for a little bit more excitement in their life. They didn't find their past to be particularly fulfilling, but they didn't worry they didn't they didn't have these worries. They didn't have these mental anguish and stress. And they actually um, did have some issues. They were restless. They were in a state of stagnation and stress. They had an inability to make a decision. They were working on some healing, um, but it looks like maybe I don't know, they were kind of confused. In fact, they might have even been doing some dark magic stuff themselves. Whether they were actually practicing black magic or they're just connected to dark entities, or maybe have an entity that was thinking some pretty devious crap. You know, for black magic to happen, you don't have to be a black magic practitioner. All you have to do is have some really nasty negative thoughts, and you project those thoughts off onto other people. So um, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this particular portion over here. Um, it does show that the past situation was not perfectly ideal for this person. So I don't know if they left, or these people, if they left or if they were asked to leave, but it was a whole lot better than the situation that they're in right now. However, the energy that they have in the last one and the energy that they are with now are the same energy. So even though this person feels like they're not in the right place and they don't like what's going on, they're perfectly aligned with this new energy. This is who they are. Who they are in a relationship with is mirroring them. They are the match to this energy. And they're both very dark. They're both very negative, very dark, um, not not positive, not light filled, not God loving types of energies. These people are not kind. They're not kind. They're not loving, and they are perfectly suited, despite the fact that this person that is the main person in the reading, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, despite the fact that this person who this reading was pulled on thinks that the situation that they're in is really bad. It's really not. It may not be ideal. It may not be the way that they would like it to be. But it appears that that is only because of financial considerations. And definitely there is some karmic backlash happening to I'm gonna say to both of these people, or however many people there are. There could be more people. Anyway, so I pulled an angel card. Then it was Uriel, A tremendous transformation is occurring in your life and in our world. Heaven and earth are uniting. Spirit and matter are working as one. Your heart and mind are balanced, living and loving in harmony. That's a really good affirmation for the day. And I would definitely focus on living and loving in harmony. Let me get rid of these cards so I have a little bit of room here. So the card, the angel card that came up is healing. And healing says, once I drink my tea, healing's definition is a process in which cure is effected to grow sound, making whole, restore to health, free from grief or troubles. Healing influences and energies are around you. Draw on them to make yourself whole. They can be called on to heal any aspect of your life. This is a good time to let go of the past and allow healing energies to restore you to your perfect pattern. It's time to set things right. Timing is of the utmost importance. Restore and revitalize with the helpful influences that are available to you now. Take advantage of them. Do what is needed to honor yourself. A freeing from grief and troubles. Let go and allow the universe to support you. And that is a lot of what healing is about. You do need to do the healing work. You need to feel the pain. You need to cry. You need to scream. You need to yell. You need to get that energy out. You need to go for a walk or do some calisthenics or do, some type of physical activity so that you can release that energy from your body. And if you hold that in, that energy, it will eat you alive. Let's see. A freeing from grief and troubles, let go and allow the universe to support you. What is your disease trying to show you? Pay close attention to your body. The answers lie within. Are you truly ready to heal the situation? Look at this from all levels. What fears come up for you? How is this situation or relationship serving you? Know that you are supported and can move past blockages into wholeness. The choice is yours. Don't forget to call on your healing angels. They are powerful helpers just waiting to assist you. Yeah, it's all about healing, guys. I cannot tell you, if you will put your efforts and energies into healing, you will become lighter. You will become less worried. You will become less stressed. You will talk to God more often. You will, you'll start seeing a shift happen in your life. Instead of being attacked by tower after tower after tower, bad karma, bad karma, bad karma, you will shift and you will start to see good karma. You will want to do good. You will want to help people instead of being evil and taking from them constantly. Everything in the universe is energy. It is a balance of energy. If you take, and don't give back, the balance is out of whack. And if that balance is way out of whack, there's going to be big things happening in your life that are not going to be pleasant, because the universe is going to restore balance. You are going to experience karma. The people who got screwed by your bad behavior are going to get good karma. That's how it works. And everything in our universe is constantly in balance mode. Look at nature. Look at, everything. Everything is about balance. And when something is out of balance, something drastic and horrible potentially has to happen in order to restore the balance. And that is what the universe is doing. It's constantly doing this, restoring balance. And the energies within the universe are doing it as well. So for every evil person, there has to be a good person. For every good person, there has to be an evil person. But sometimes you get out of control. You get more evil people than you have good people. And the evil people are taking over the good people. And the universe has to restore balance. And it will. God has to restore balance. Okay, so after my rant, so every day I do like to pull these Black Moon astrology cards. I really like this deck. This is by Susan Shepard. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by her. I just really like these cards. Oh, excuse me. The card for today is very beautiful. Look at this card. This card's really, really pretty. Anyway, Saturn truth. Saturn is tough. Saturn is our lessons, our responsibilities, it's like the father. At 28 to 32, you go through your Saturn return, your first Saturn return, which is rather difficult. And it is classified as a new level of responsibility. And then around 50, your late 50s, early 60s, you go through another one. And that one is where you start to, you've learned your lessons. It's difficult. Not going to say it's easy. Anything to do with Saturn is not easy. Saturn feels like God is standing in front of you telling you to clean your damn room. That's what it feels like. So, anyway, second Saturn return is usually around late 50s, early 60s, 58, 62, somewhere in there. And it is also a new level of responsibility. Only now you've become the teacher. And hopefully, after 60-ish or early 60s, you take on the role of teacher and you start teaching the younger generation how to do things, whatever it is that you like to do, so that you are giving back to the younger generations and assisting them in moving forward and fulfilling their life's destiny. So older people, if you are not teaching, you need to. You need to teach. If you love to sew, teach sewing. If you love to grow, teach growing. If you love to cook, teach that. Teach whatever it is you're passionate about and you will enjoy and love. And that way you will you won't feel like you're working. You will enjoy your life. You will enjoy what you're doing, and you'll be giving back to younger generations who desperately need you. They desperately need to know how to do things, and they need to know how to do them the right way. Saturn truth. As she planted, so does the harvest. Such is the field of karma. The Saturn card says that it may feel bad now, but it's going to be resolved. Seeking balance, just like I said. Saturn is the planet of the reaper. the Lord of Karma. And this rainbow planet represents what is tangible and solid in our lives. The Greeks called Saturn Kronos, and Kronos was the father of Zeus. Kronos devoured his children to prevent losing his throne as king of the gods. Now, it might be Cronus. I might be pronouncing it incorrectly. Kronos, because it's spelled Cronus. So it might be Cronus. Let's see. Saturn in astrology is often referred to as the god who ate his own children. See? I'm telling you, Saturn's tough. Saturn is really tough. I do not like Saturn transits, and I have a lot of Saturn in my chart. I have Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So anybody with heavy Capricorn in their chart, anybody with that's karma. That's karma playing out, and or a need to clear karma, or various different things. But Saturn transits in astrology are hard. Saturn return, your first Saturn return is often divorce. And if you doubt that, ask a lot of people that you know when their first divorce was, and it will be between 28 and 32. Anybody who got divorced or got married prior to that point in life, the mass majority, not all, some are meant to marry and be married for life. Some are, but it's high. If you got married young, you got a divorce before your Saturn return hit, and then your Saturn return hits, you generally towards the end of that Saturn return will meet a quote unquote soulmate, or a twin flame, which you don't really want to do that, but that's okay. It'll be somebody very very pertinent in your life, somebody who somebody who was fated to come into your life at that time. Anyway, when the Saturn card presents itself, let's see. Okay, Saturn in astrology is often referred to as the god who ate his own children because the energy of this planet seems to show no mercy. But Saturn is not exactly cruelty. It simply points out what is true and cuts away what is delusional or no longer useful. When the Saturn card presents itself, know that you are being challenged. It is a time to make it or break it. Life may seem harsh and restrictive. You are facing an enemy who may be yourself. Saturn shows us that at times it is in our better interest not to have those things we want, and that if we were to have them, they could lead us to our destruction. So basically, that is kind of along the lines of what we've been talking about with this read. This person, although this past situation was not ideal, did not resonate with them in the correct way. They were pretty dark, and they are now in a dark situation. If they they think that they want to return to this old situation because they don't want to worry about money. So they're doing it for one particular reason. They don't appear to love this person or the last person. This is not a question of love. This is a question of comfort. This is a material desire. And they think that this past situation or this other situation, I'm assuming it's past, but maybe it's same time. They think that that situation is going to be their saving grace, but actually that situation could destroy them. If this is a time of sorrow or hopelessness, realize it is all about diligence, sticking to what you believe in and adhering to your goals. This is a period in your life that emphasizes toughness and work. It is all about not giving up and following through. Saturn also deals with power and control, often meaning law enforcement and the military. You may have encounters with law enforcement at this time. Do watch for that possibility, although the encounter may not necessarily be a negative one. If it is, though, you will need to play by the rules and do what is thought correct or expected. We are talking about convictions here. Any rallying against authority or tradition will not serve you well at this time. On the more positive side, you may meet a fatherly type who will help you advance with your goals. Saturn may sometimes herald the appearance of a sage or a teacher. This will be no small thing and can indicate a mentor arriving just when you are in most need of one. Dealing with the aged may be an issue now or in the near future. Problems with the bones, joints, and skeletal system could crop up. Dental complications are also a possibility. Feeling your age, no matter what your biological age, will seem pressing and even worrying. Why have I not accomplished more at this age? Have I wasted my time? Did I allow important affairs to slip by me while concentrating on non essential matters? Many lessons are being learned and problems conquered currently or in the near future. The gift of Saturn is keeping you on your path, helping you face parts of your life you may dread, but you simply must fulfill. They are your contracts toward more solid achievements and a better life. Circumstances may be harsh for a while, but believe your sacrifices to be worth it. It is a good time to be diligent and not rush anything. Whatever you are asking about is likely to be considerable time and not come about too quickly. Saturn card in brief is restrictions, having tough luck, being put on hold, feeling denied, something flawed that needs to be corrected, the truth, what you need to know, what is solid in your life, working hard, a taskmaster, master. Fathers, grandfathers, or husbands, authority figures, sages, wise persons, learning through hardship and emotional pain, staying focused on your path, teeth, skeletal structure, and bones. Karma, paying one's dues, the color brown and black, iron, fame, and seeking fame, wishing to move up a notch in life, ambition, taxes and penalties, being responsible and impatient, the world and the world view, reputation, slow build to success, old age and longevity, time and measure. The corresponding tarot card for this card is the Three of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak. Key ideas, restrictions, penalties, shattering experiences, disappointment, and growth. And that pretty much is right where this is. These people, these collective people that are in this reading, are not going to get another chance. The chance is gone. It's over. The key to life at this point is focusing on where you are and making the best of what you have. Being grateful for what you have. Being as strong as you can. Because it is going to be a challenging time. And it is going to be a challenging time not because somebody did something to you that was bad or mean or unfortunate, but because you made crappy choices. Sorry. You made bad choices. And Saturn, unfortunately, is like right there. As soon as it's really kind of like, I mean, if you like astrology at all and you have your chart, I would watch your chart. Retrogrades for Saturn and direct motions are very intense. Each one kind of means something different. It is unlike Pluto. With Pluto, when Pluto goes into retrograde, it kind of loses a little momentum and it gives you a little bit of a break. I have never noticed that with Saturn. Saturn seems to be relentless and on your ass the entire time, regardless of whether it is retrograde or not. But it is the planet of karma. So if you have done bad things in your past, you can expect Saturn to pay you back. And sometimes very harshly. Love and blessings. I hope everybody has been on their best behavior in the past and does not have to deal with Saturn, because let me tell you, Saturn is rough. The lessons learned. And by the way, just so you know, even if these people made a decision to pursue despite their bad choices, that will double and possibly triple the pain of the karma that is coming to them. You can't avoid your karma. It will come. Now, you can try to put it off on other people, but I doubt those other people are going to take it. They're not going to take it. They're not going to do it. Karmic relationships are done, over with. The story has ended. If you're in a karmic relationship or you were in a karmic relationship, you can let that go. And you best let that go. Otherwise, you're going to make your life 10 times more painful than it has to be. Love and blessings.